Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue, and today we'll be at Aronimink Golf Club in Newtown Square, Pennsylvania, the site of the BMW Championship next year. We'll talk to the club's president, Joe Fabrizio, who will tell us about all the changes they've made to Aronimink's spectacular 18-hole championship layout. Also coming up, we'll take a look at a program that was held recently at North Hills Country Club. It's Dawn to Dusk. The GAP, Golf Association of Philadelphia, holds these little dawn to dusk events at several golf courses around the Philadelphia area. And the money raised goes to the J. Wood Platt Caddy Scholarship Fund. So another full-packed show, Aronimink and Dawn to Dusk, next on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
The First Tee of Greater Philadelphia, where golf is more than a game.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. We are at Aronimink in Newtown Square, concentrating on another major event coming to this venue, September 2018. It'll be the third leg of the FedEx Series, the BMW Championship, and a man who's going to be right in the middle of everything, maybe not as a competitor, but certainly in the planning stages, the president of Aronimink Golf Club, Joe Fabrizio. Hey, Joe, good to see you again.
Harry, good to see you again.
And, boy, this is going to be another big event, like I said, for your golf club.
It's going to be a great event. We're looking forward to it. As you know, Aronimink has hosted many great events over the years, going back to the '62 PGA Championship, the U.S. Amateur in '77, the Junior Amateur in '97, which, by the way, just for a little bit of history, Trevor Immelman was a runner-up who has won a number of events on tour. And in 2003, the Senior PGA Championship, and most recently, the 2010 and 11 AT&T Championship.
Yeah, that was when Congressional was getting ready for the U.S. Open. So Aronimink stepped to the plate and hosted back-to-back the AT&T National.
We did, and it was a great event.
Yeah, and winner, the first one, 2010, a guy who had a lot of success 3 years after that, right down the road at Marion, Justin Rose. And I have a pretty good feeling he may be back here with a little home field advantage in September 2018.
I'm sure he will be.
That will be something. Nick Watney was the other winner right here.
Nick Watney was the other winner here, and top 70 are coming here, so I'm sure Justin's in that mix.
I would think so. You know, Aronimink this year is coming off a major restoration by the great golf course architect Gil Hands. Tell us about it.
In 2014, the membership hired Gil Hands to do a review of our golf course master plan. And in conjunction with that, Gil's review, he was of the opinion that Donald Ross got it right the first time. And his recommendation is restore this golf course as close as you can to the way it was built in 1928. So the membership accepted Gil's recommendations, and in the fall of 2017, we began the restoration of our golf course. We have taken our fairways and restored them to original design and dimension. We've built 175 new bunkers, which replaces 74.
Wait a minute. 175 new bunkers.
Yes, which replaces the 74 that existed before. And we reclaimed a lot of our green space. You know, for example, if you look at our 15th hole, which is a long par 4, that green has been extended about 30 feet to the back, which now creates more of a bowl effect to the green as it was originally built.
You know, you mentioned Donald Ross, 1928. 20 years later, he came out here, and he said, you know, he intended Aronimink to be his masterpiece. You can see this on various websites. But he admitted, sort of a confession, he didn't realize how great a golf course he had built.
Yeah, and there's a plaque up off the first hole that you can see that has that comment by Donald Ross. The last part of our restoration program is going to be our tee box structures. We're going from what was rectangular raised tees to more freeform shaped. We're able to do 5 of them during last fall, and we'll complete the remainder of the 13 this fall.
So they'll be ready to go for the BMW Championship in September of 18.
Yes, they will.
What will it play from the tips?
Oh, it probably could stretch out to maybe 7,300 easily. We haven't had any discussions about championship tees, but it could even be further than that.
All right, it's going to be a real test, and deservedly so, because you're dealing with the top 70 players at that point in the FedEx Cup Series.
That's correct. It's the 70 that go to the Tour Championship after that, so it's going to be an exciting event.
How have the members responded? I mean, it's always tough, Joe, a person in your shoes as club president, saying to the members, hey, look, you know, we're going to have to give up some time. Playing time, maybe, you know, the infrastructure that's involved. You know what that's like from previous events while you've been a member here.
Mm-hmm. The membership has embraced the tournament without question, wholeheartedly. We're very excited about it. There's a lot of enthusiasm about it. And most importantly, we see the true beneficiary of this tournament being the caddies that wind up with scholarships and opportunities for a lifetime.
So they are going to benefit, actually,
yes.
Dollars and cents wise.
The major beneficiary of the tournament will be the Platt Evans Scholarship Program. So these young men and women are going to have the opportunity to benefit from this tournament. Since 2007, the BMW Championship has raised $24 million for caddy scholarships.
I got to ask you before you go, you talked about the great golf course, restoration, the bunkers, the tees, which is still in progress. Do you have a favorite hole? What would it be?
My favorite hole is the 4th hole, because it's a great driving hole and it gives you the opportunity to get on from a couple different angles. And for some reason, I happen to putt well on that hole. So
for some reason. You know, I thought we're not that far. We're standing adjacent to the putting green, not that far from the 10th tee. And everybody who's ever been to Aronimink or heard about Aronimink, sooner or later finds out about number 10. Arguably, maybe one of the toughest par 4s in the world.
Without question. If you make the turn on 10, you go through 11 and 12. It's probably 3 of the toughest holes, challenging holes that you'll find anywhere in golf.
And once you get to the green, that's when the fun really begins, right?
It really begins at that point.
Joe, one more time, a mention of the website and how people can get that jump start on tickets.
For buying tickets and for volunteering, it's bmwchampionship.com.
All right, coming up next on Inside Golf, a look at the Dawn to Dusk event, recently held at North Hills Country Club to help raise money for the J. Wood Platt Annual Caddy Scholarship Fund. Stay with us.
Success requires hard work. No way around it. Realize timing is key. Be willing to push yourself. Stay in control. Trust technology to support you. My father once said, "Doesn't matter what you do in life, just be the best at it."
Welcome back to Inside Golf. Recently, the Golf Association of Philadelphia held a Dawn to Dusk event at North Hills Country Club. The purpose? To raise money for the Jaywood Platt Scholarship Fund. Here is Marty Emino.
Thank you, Harry. Dawn to Dusk started in 2010 to raise awareness for the Jaywood Platt Caddy Scholarship Trust. The annual golf marathon has grown into the largest one-day fundraiser for Philadelphia's true golf charity. North Hills Country Club graciously hosted the Platt's 8th Dawn to Dusk Golf Marathon in late August. The intent? Play golf from sunrise to sunset, all in the name of helping caddies attain a higher education.
We have all ages participating in this event. We've got teenagers, we have senior citizens, we've got golf pros, assistant pros. We have many people who give to the event who aren't even golfers. But what they do is they understand the cause that we're trying to raise money to help send young men and women to college so that it's more affordable, so they don't have the debt load that others have because they have invested their time and energy in becoming golf caddies.
I don't think I've ever had a move for it.
Well, I think when you caddy, you get a sense of sportsmanship, and you learn respect for not only the game but your fellow peers and people you're playing with. You know, at the end of a round, when you remove your hat and you shake your hands, whether you're a caddy or a player, people are respectful of one another, and I think that shows a big part of the game of golf.
This year, 21 Golf Association of Philadelphia member clubs took part. Back again was Stonewall and its GM, Paul Maurer. Stonewall is one of 4 member clubs who have played in all 8 editions, joining Lanark, Applebrook, and Sandy Run. Maurer himself, a former Platt Caddy Scholarship Award recipient, has played in 7 D2D marathons.
It's a great way to grow up. I mean, it's just, you meet so many great people. And I thought I could how to give back. So for the last 7 or 8 years, I've been here doing this, the Dawn to Dusk Challenge, and I'm proud of the fact that the Stonewall membership is so supportive of me and of the trust. We're proud of the caddies that have graduated from school that have received money from the trust. It's just a great organization, and I believe in the trust. I really do.
Not even a total solar eclipse could slow down Jaywood Platt supporters from raising funds. Some ran, some took a cart, and some, like John Boyce of Host North Hills, took the conventional approach, walking and carrying his own bag. So tell us your goal here today. How many holes are you guys looking to play here?
Well, the goal was 90 holes, but that seems like a pipe dream right about now. But we'll see. We're 45 holes in. Got a lot of the day left, but looking forward to lunch. You know, usually we walk and have a caddy, and well, I appreciate my caddying days a lot more now. You know, the kids nowadays graduate with $80,000, $90,000 in debt, and you can get $10,000 a year caddying for Jaywood Platt. I mean, it's great. And, you know, it made such a big difference in my life. I wanted to participate. And I thought it'd be pretty cool as our home course to walk and see how many holes we can get in.
One of the exciting new partnerships that we started a number of years ago is with the Evans Scholars Foundation based in Chicago. And we have a program that we call Platt Evans Scholars, where we're sending students to Penn State University, and they are able to receive full tuition and housing support for 4 years of their college education. Our goal is to grow to have 20 of our Platt Evans Scholars at Penn State each and every year. It's a very exciting enhancement, and we're thankful for this 50-50 partnership with the Evans.
When the day was over, more than $230,000 was raised, the second highest total in the event's history. Teams played more than 3,500 total holes. In all, Dawn to Dusk has raised more than $1.66 million in its 8 years of existence. Money that is directly awarded to caddies in pursuit of a college degree.
The Jaywood Platt Caddy Scholarship Trust is one of the largest charities of its kind in the country, and its history is indicative of the power of its future, in that we see more and more need thanks to how much college and higher education costs. We live in this wonderful country, and so many of us are thankful for the help of other Americans to grow, to have a wonderful life, and to become leaders in our community. Jaywood Platt believed in that concept. We continue to support that with all of our fundraising efforts to give them all a chance to have a successful life.
Financially, this has been an incredible blessing for me. I've had well into 5 figures worth of loans that I don't have to take out now because of the Jaywood Platt Caddy Scholarship. And that's been an incredible help to me. It means I don't need to take out another job when I'm in college. It means I can focus on my studies. It's just been, I can't emphasize how much of a financial help it's been to me throughout college.
Dawn to Dust is doing exactly what its namesake Jaywood Platt wanted when he founded the scholarship in 1958, giving them all a chance. For the Golf Association of Philadelphia, I'm Marty Emmino.
Thanks, Marty. Stay with us. Coming up next, Teed Off. We're talking about what Billy Payne meant. He grew the game of golf in his own little backyard, which was a big backyard. But what else he's done? Welcome back. Inside Golf continues with our Teed Off panel from Montgomery County and the beautiful Bluebell Inn. Just look around. We're located right on the patio, and what a spot. The restaurant can accommodate anywhere from 10 to 200. They have 12 private dining rooms to choose from. Several menu options. Go to the bluebellinn.com or call at 215-646-2010, and of course, make your reservations, plural.
Or you could even tape a golf show here.
Or you can come right here and talk golf like we are. The waterfall, the flowers, man, what a spot. This may be one of our all-time primo spots for Teed Off. We have upgraded our game today. Plus, we have our panel talking about upgrades. How about Bob Shepard? Well, he's here all the time, but that's okay, Bob.
Right.
And Mike's back. Looks beautiful, doesn't he? In that, what's that called?
Fuchsia.
I don't know what it is. Okay, looks nice.
With the bad logo, according to Joe.
Worst logo ever.
What is
a
that?
Squirrel with a
squirrel
nut?
with a nut.
From Oakmont. Great golf course. I won't say worst. But, And Joe Logan, myphillygolf.com. He writes all things golf, local, national, international. It's a great read with myphillygolf.com. All right, gentlemen. Recently we heard that Billy Payne, a lot of people, if you keep up with golf, you know the name. Chairman of Augusta National, chairman of the Masters Tournament, has been in that position for more than a decade.
Ran the '96 Olympics
in Atlanta.
Good football player in his day at the University of Georgia, and great personality. Love what he did with the Arnold and Jack and Gary.
Knows how to make money.
Murray tee shot. But Mike, and you can vouch for this because you've been there to see the improvements they've made almost every year, someplace, including the media room this past year.
Yep.
Unbelievable what Billy, he takes money and puts it back into the place.
I didn't get to see the media room this year because my Augusta days are probably whatever because the business has changed. But 10 years is it's like being the Notre Dame football coach. There's kind of you get to that point where it's like, okay, enough. And he did his job, which was to kind of usher Augusta into the modern era. Not that they weren't trying to get into the modern era before, but the whole new media room, as you said. I always liked the way Billy conducted himself.
Female members?
He had the authority, but he didn't like throw it down your throat. He would come around every year and shake everybody's hand and thank you for being there.
And what do you need? What can I do for you?
And I'm like, Billy, thanks for having me.
Joe, you're a North Carolina guy, right?
That's right.
Billy Payne, a little farther south in Georgia. But they talk about Southern charm and hospitality. He kind of exemplified it, didn't he?
He did, just like Mike said. He would come, the Masters, come through the media center, shake your hand. Thank you for being here. What do you need? Yeah. What can we do to make your job easier? And they did every year. They do something to make it a little bit easier. He's had really a remarkable run in a lot of ways. The one thing he hasn't done that was going on a lot earlier was change the golf course. He pretty much left it the way it was. The one thing he's done now, they just bought that property adjacent to the 13th
Augusta Golf Club. Yeah.
Yep, they're going to use that.
Why would you want to change Augusta that much? Augusta's okay.
You're playing with perfection here.
Yeah.
Bobby, we're talking about what Billy Payne meant. He grew the game of golf in his own little backyard, which was a big backyard. But what else he's done? How about, as I mentioned, women members?
The international?
He handled that
Yes, he did.
controversy.
And what a great...
The Latin American thing where now they get a spot with the Asian winner to come over. And one of the great, I think, contributions that will go on for a long time is the chip, putt, and drive.
Front pass and kick of golf.
Trying to get youngsters.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he deserves all or most,
right?
But it happened under his watch.
Yeah.
Who's the next guy up? Next man up is Fred Ridley.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people don't know Fred Ridley from Bob Shepard.
From me, yeah.
They know you better.
Right.
What do you know about Fred Ridley?
I don't know anything about
There
him
you
at
go.
all. And who else does?
He's a USGA
Mrs.
guy.
Ridley.
Yeah, Mrs. Ridley, right, exactly.
Yeah, but he's in big shoes now.
Oh my God. And he's not that much older, or younger, I mean,
65.
than Payne.
He looks younger.
He looks younger, but he's not. And
But to his credit, he's got a little pedigree as a player.
It's hard to be more connected. I don't know anybody more connected in golf than Fred Ridley.
He's done it all.
He's an attorney in Tampa, but he was 1975 U.S. Amateur champion, and if I'm not mistaken, the last U.S. Amateur champion not to turn pro. He was president of the USGA.
And he's a big rules guy. He was heavily involved in the Tagger situation like 4 or 5 years ago, whenever that was. So
because he was the competition chairman for Masters.
I mean, look, they wouldn't have picked him if they didn't think. The biggest problem I think Augusta has at some point is going to bite them. It hasn't bitten them yet. How late they finish on Sunday. One of these years, they're going to have to come back on a Monday to play like a hole of golf or something.
You think because of darkness?
Well, they won. God, they've had 2 or 3 playoffs there. Basically, if it didn't end then, April in Augusta, it gets dark about 8 o'clock, and that's the one thing. Maybe it'll never happen because it's Augusta. Maybe they just live a charmed life. And
right.
My favorite story having to do with that is early in the run of the Masters, Cliff Roberts apparently conflicted with Easter, and he wanted to look into maybe moving Easter.
No, so I was going to say, Easter conflicted with Augusta. It was not the other way around.
Bob, when you look back, I think Fred Ridley will be like the 7th chairman in the long history of Augusta. And I say long, it began in the early 30s. And for years, Cliff Roberts ran that place.
He was Bobby Jones' right-hand guy.
He was the man. And but otherwise, the chairman keeps sort of a low profile unless there is a controversy.
Right.
And Billy Payne took everything head on. That's why I think when you think about guys, the right guy for the right job, it was Billy Payne.
I thought he was great. He smoothed out the ladies' situation as it was being handled around the world. I mean, at Muirfield and Troon and all the different places, they were like getting rattled a little bit, and he just cruised Condoleezza in, and who was it, Moore?
I think his experience with the 96 Olympics
gave
him, like a lot of Augusta guys who become the president or the chairman, they kind of are in the background until they become the chairman. But Billy was a little bit used to that, and I think it helped him immensely dealing with the media.
Oh, and one thing about Fred Ridley, so many of these previous chairmen have been bankers. I'm thinking of Hootie Johnson, Jack Stevens.
Howard Harden.
Stevens, they could money whip you.
Yeah. Fred Ridley he's a lawyer, but he is a golf guy through and through.
Yes, he is.
Well, I think, Mike, you made the point. If they, and in this case, I think it was mainly Billy Payne, didn't think Fred Ridley could do it, he wouldn't do it. They'd bring in
This decision was probably made 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And then, and they probably sat down and said, okay, this is when we're going to do it. And,
Billy, job well done. Maybe we can get together a fivesome. They don't allow fivesomes, do they, at Augusta?
They allow anything that they want to allow.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's their party.
Thanks for staying with us. For Teed Off, back with more of Inside Golf in a moment.
Located in Bluebell, just a short drive from Plymouth Meeting, Bluestone Country Club offers a setting that's close at hand but feels like a world away. Bluestone offers a championship caliber golf course, practice facilities including a large driving range, separate chipping and putting areas, and a staff of PGA professionals. At the Country House at Bluestone, you'll find excellent food, superb service, and an outstanding setting. Their expert staff will assist in planning your next event, whether it's a wedding or simply a luncheon, dinner, or cocktail party. Check out Bluestone's variety of membership options. Much more than a golf course, Bluestone is a community. Hey viewers of Inside Golf, have you heard about Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine? Published by ex-Eagles and Philadelphia Stars tight end Ken Dunnick, these magazines offer the very best in content on subjects of interest to men. Writers include Glenn Macnell, Bill Line, and George Anastasia. And you can increase your business by attending our monthly private parties as an advertiser. Call 856-912-4007 or email ken@jerseymanmagazine.com for more information.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. You know, before you know it, that BMW Championship will be here. It's scheduled for next September at Aronimink, and it's another great event at one of Philadelphia's best facilities. And I'd like to thank and congratulate the members of North Hills Country Club for what they've done again this year, as have hundreds of members of Golf Association of Philadelphia clubs to raise scholarship money, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years for hundreds of caddies in the Philadelphia section. I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. We'll see you next time on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA. Experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.